Hi everybody, welcome back. Today we are going to finish our Stamperia Winter Tales album. I want to put a little something on the spine. We have to add all the ribbons to our tags. I think we've only done one. And do the closure. I'm going to start with the closure. And what I've already done is put a large jump ring through the grommet that we made and then attached a medium jump ring to that, front and back. So let me set that aside. That's all I've done for that. And then I'm using this silver chain, and I have no idea what size it is or anything. Let's see if I can give you an idea. Looks like each link is about 1/8 of an inch long. It's a little bit oval and it's silver, but any fairly petite chain will do. You don't want it too small or it'll be too hard to work with. Then I have these charms, which I got when I bought the collection from Scrap and Crate. So I have those. I've got this little bead. I just pulled out some beads. This one's way too purple, but it was in the pile. So I have those. I have this little charm that I think I'm going to use. I have some other sort of jewelry stuff here that I may use. And some other things over here. You don't need very much. This clasp is pretty short. And what I've done with my chain is I cut 2 pieces of chain about 1.5 inches long. That's too long. I'm going to tell you that right now, but I know it's too long. It is, maybe 1 inch and it's about 1.5 inches. And then what I did is I attached to one end of each chain the clasp. I'm using a little barrel clasp here. You could use a lobster claw, whatever you've got. And I did that by attaching a jump ring, a little small jump ring, and then attaching it to the clasp at each end of the chain. So we have 1.5 inch chain, small jump ring, clasp, and then the same on the other 1.5 inch of chain, small jump ring, and a clasp. And these I probably only need about 5 links. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's actually the length I need. It's about twice the length I need, but it's just easier to work with it when it's a little bit bigger. Okay, so then we want to start adding our charms. So I was thinking that I would use this little castle and the Christmas tree, the snowflake, and the book from the collection, maybe. And then maybe this little crystal bead on one side. And maybe this little pearl thing, or maybe one of these. I want something that with a little sparkle. So let me get this little one off here. So I think I want to use that. I don't know where I got any of these things. I just collect them every now and then when I'm in the craft store and the jewelry making supplies are on sale. I don't make jewelry, but I collect them for these kind of closures. So maybe put that one there. I have this little pearl one with sparkles. Maybe we'll use that. It's not silver, but I think it'll work. Go. Oh, you know what else I have that maybe I could use instead? I have these little silver little tinsel fringes, which are really cute. Let me pull one of those off. And let's start with that. Okay, so I am going to, this is just a little jewelry making kit thing that I got a long time ago. And everything's kind of all mixed up in it, but all the jump rings are in here, so I don't think I want that one. Pull out some of the smaller ones, I think, for this. There we go. All right, so let's do... I'm going to start with this guy, and you know what, I need, the bail on this is really fat, so I'm going to grab a medium jump ring for this one and then do a medium and a small. Just using my little jewelry pliers to open up the jump ring, and then this one's going on the first link in my chain after the jump ring that attached the clasp. And I do have another pair of pliers. What do I do with them later? These are not really suitable for this, but they'll help. I hope you can see. I have to pull it close to me to see. And that means you probably can't see. Okay, so there's one. Alright, so we have our little castle and our clasp. And then I'm going to add this one to the fifth. I'm going to do the same, a medium and a small jump ring. And I'm going to add it to the fifth link. Okay, so I'm going to attach this to the fifth one. I'm going to pull it over where I can see it, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. So that's the fifth one right there. Okay. Look at that. Okay. And then I'm gonna put this one in between. This one already has one jump ring on it, so I'm just gonna add another, I think a medium jump ring. You can use little ones if you want. I could use a little one. Yeah, I think I'll use the medium. They're easier to work with. Okay. And this is going to get added, this one here is going to get added to the book. This end with the snowflake is getting added to the book. And let's see, where's my clasp? Right, that's pretty good. All right. Then this is the other end. And I think we want a smaller thing sort of the middle because we have this one. They're going to meet up like this. So maybe go in this order for these. All right, so we're going to put the little fringe thing with a small jump ring in the first link. Okay. And then we're going to put this book, we'll use 2 jump rings for this, in the fifth link. So I'm going to do a small jump ring. How wide is that? Let me just check the bail. It's a fairly wide bail, so I'm going to get a medium jump ring. Okay, that was a little fussy. All right, and then we're going to put the tree in between, and I'm going to put, I think we'll do a small jump ring first. Now I wonder if I should I'm wondering if I should add a little something to this one. I've got these. Maybe the little navy blue one? I don't know. We still might do something else, so let me see. Let's just see how that looks. Oh, hang on. Actually, you know what? This is pretty big. I think I'm just going to use the one jump ring. And I'm going to put it in between the other two charms. Okay. All right, so that's that. And then these, when they're in the book, are going to get attached like that. And I'm just trying to decide if I want to add any other elements. I think that's actually pretty good. So what I'm going to do is, let's see, I don't think I want to cut this chain until I'm sure it's where I want it, because what we can do is any dangly bits left we can add stuff to. All right, let's bring the book over. I had that I was thinking of using. Where am I going to put that in here? All right, so I need to decide. Doesn't really matter which goes on the front, which goes on the back. And left, I guess if you're left or right-handed it matters, although it doesn't matter. I say that because I'm ambidextrous. So it doesn't really matter to me how I put it in. All right. So just play with it. Put it in however works best for you. Whoop. All right, hang on. Let me open that. And I'm going to put the, okay. All right, so that's that one. Gotta twist it a little bit. And you can see, I think I've got this little bit of chain dangling down, which I may keep and put some other charms on. That's how I did the last one, and I liked the way it looked. Okay, so now we have both sets dangling. Now let's hook it up. Don't forget when you're doing this, don't think it's too long or something and make it too short, because you want to make sure this book's going to expand as you add photos to it. And then you just screw them together. See that? Okay, so now, let me see if I can lift it so you can see it. We've got these little bits of chain, the extra chain, dangling down. And we can add a little something on those chains. So I think, let's see. Let me look at these. I've got more charms here that I haven't used yet. These seem a little big to me though, except for maybe that one. I have these, but none of those seem quite right. I do have some beads in here, but let me look at these because I think these are what I want. All right, so I'm thinking this blue one would be good. Kind of picks up on the colors of the book, right? That's good. And then maybe this little soft pinky one. This one, that's more purple. This one's more pink. Because I've already got a clear white one. Or we could just go with a little silver one. I think this pink one would be good though. What else? We have a bunny, a bird. None of those seem right. The little crystal's pretty, but it's gold. So I think this little, either that or a white one. White. I changed my mind. I'm going to use a white one. So I'm looking at the link, and I think it's longer than I want, but that's okay because I can remove what I don't need. I think I'm going to attach these little things on about the third one down on this dangling chain. Put that over there. The only thing with the barrel clasp is it does leave kind of a gap in the middle, but I think it's I'm okay with that because it makes it easier to open and close the book. All right, can you see? I hope you can see. All right, I've got stuff falling out back there. Okay, now let's put something on the spine, which I've already picked out a chipboard for it. And then I'm just going to throw all these in here. We need to put ribbons on the tags. And then I may do a little something where the belly band is, just to try and stop things falling out, as you just saw they were. Yeah, it would help if I unscrewed it now that I've clasped it. Okay, hang on. It's definitely easier than a lobster claw. And I still haven't put the these things, but I'll do that. You'll see it in the walkthrough. All right, so tags. We have to add ribbon to our tags, and I have got, let me see, I've got pale pink silk ribbon, I've got white seam binding, and somewhere I've got here it is, this stuff. And I think on this guy, because I don't have a lot of color going on this whole page, I'm going to go with this one. Okay, then this is still sliding a little bit, so I feel like I need to put something here to stop it from falling out, but I don't really want, I don't want anything that's going to show too much or be too obnoxious. I wonder if I should just put a few little crystals across the bottom, just something for it to bump against. 1, 2, 3, or maybe even 5, so you can't tell that's what I'm doing. They're just there. Even just one right in the middle. I'm just putting that down lightly. It's not stuck. I think maybe that would work. Because I have chipboards and stuff, but I just think that'd be too. All right, that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to put. All right, I'm just eyeballing the middle, which is probably a bad idea. That's definitely not the middle. I need to move it over. I still need to move it over. Getting glue everywhere, but it dries clear, so that's okay. And let me just wipe that off. Okay. All right. I think just one might even be enough. Does one look stupid? Like one looks stupid. I need to put two more. All right, now we're going to put this one here. Okay, and then this one. And we could put a little of the crystal drops down along here just to make this look intentional instead of what it is, which is just something I needed to stop that stuff falling out. If I do, I'll show it to you. I'm not going to do it now because if I do that, it'll stop me in my tracks. I have to wait for it to dry. Okay, so we've got all of that taken care of. So let's move that to the side. Okay. So I need to do the spine. All right, let's close that. And what I'm thinking of the spine, I have two chipboards. I have this one with the little snowy church, which is the one I'm leaning towards, and then I have this one that says Dreams Come True. Either one of which would work. Let me turn it up so you can see. So we have Dreams Come True, and we have this church. I like the church. Either one would be fine, but I'm going to go with the church. I'm just wondering, do I want it? Yeah, I want it at the top. Okay, so I am going to grab my ink, just darken the edge a little bit. I'm just gently dabbing around the edge here with my vintage photo, just to darken it a little bit. And then I am going to glue it right there, just about, oh, I don't know, 1.25 inches down from the top, something like that, maybe 1 inch. Just to give it a little something. Okay. And you know, I'm going to stand this book up because I want to make sure I get this church straight up and down. Pushing in to make sure it's stuck. Just holding it in place for a minute because it was bowed a little bit. I want to make sure the glue grabs it. Fortunately, art glitter glue sticks in a hurry. There we go. There we go. How's that? Looks good. My church is upright. It's a little tricky because there's a slanted slope of snow there and it makes it look like it's crooked, but it's not. The church is upright. And that's what I wanted. Okay. Now, I'm going to close it up. So the only thing I have left to do, and I'm going to do it off camera, is attach those two corner bits to the inside front cover. We are done. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're making one. I know it used a lot of paper. I know that makes it expensive to make, but it's very special. Maybe as a gift. This collection is just so pretty. I just wanted to show it off in something where I could use big pieces. So Anyway, again, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll come back and watch others of my series. There are plenty of them. Just look in the playlist. And I will see you next time for another project. Don't forget the cutting guide is down below. If you've enjoyed this, please like, share, subscribe. It really helps my channel and I do appreciate it. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.